Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here for something very special. You're here for something very special.
You're welcome.
Today we're going to discuss the Epiccw brand, but mainly the YouTube channel. Because today, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's a special day. If you're watching on X, there's another day of videos, I guess, technically. But if you're watching on YouTube,
Basically.
it is the 13th anniversary of my first video, which had this same blanket in it. So
That's good.
probably, I think
That's good.
that's pretty much the only thing in this background that was there. But actually, we got Jewel up there. It's fitting because she was in the first video. She's at the top. There's her drawing. But that first video that I made in 2012 was very high quality. Recorded with my 3DS, which Emily has over on her nightstand currently.
Yeah.
Recorded with that 3DS. I set it on my little stand, which is right over here. Lined it up in my bed, and I said, I want to talk about Beyblades. I never really watched YouTube that much, like, before making YouTube content. I started watching YouTube videos in about January, because that's when, like, the channel creation date is. I was like January of 2012. So basically, I was looking at Beyblades. I don't know if you know my origin story of this channel. I don't remember if I told you.
Of babies.
But specifically, I was looking up on a Beyblade wiki page of Beyblade parts and stuff because I was doing some research. And at the bottom of it, it was the Big Bang Pegasus. Everybody knows these Beyblades. It was the bottom piece for Big Bang Pegasus. And it was a video of a dude taking it apart. Now, the dude was from Japan, so he didn't talk in the video at all. He just did silent video, basically. Just what was happening. And he took it apart and showed that the inside was just a little spring, basically, that makes the tip pop out of the base when it hits a certain speed.
Yeah.
It pops back in or out. It switches, and depending on the Beyblade that it is. But basically, Big Bang Pegasus, that's how it works. The tip will deploy at a certain point in the battle. And it was a video about that. And I was like, I'm going to look at more. And I spent a month and a half just watching Beyblade videos. And I'm like, you know what? I could do that. That's what I thought. And I seen these dudes going to like Japan buying Beyblades. I'm like, that's going to be me. I'm going to be traveling to Japan to buy Beyblades.
Are you?
Me, when I was 13, thought that would be the possibility in like 3 years from that point. I was like, oh, I'll be good. So everything that I did basically from then on was on YouTube. We did a lot of Beyblade content. 2012, 2013. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I uploaded 100 videos in a week.
And you didn't hit the upload limit?
No, because I did. If you do 100 in a week, you're not going to hit the limit.
How?
Because what's the limit? 30? Right?
I
Is it
think.
50? So if we do, I think it is 30. Yeah, you don't have to upload that many. The math is there.
Yep.
I mean, the thing is that if you did 100 divided by 7, that's 14.2 videos a day.
Yeah.
Now, they weren't scheduled. They were just put out. And it would be a Beyblade battle, it would be a matchup. And that's going to be the same Beyblade against a different one. That's how I did so many videos. It was in the summer of 2012. My dad had knee replacement surgery, and I spent the week, like his first week at home, I spent there just to help him if he needed whatever. And when he was sleeping or whatever, taking the medication, recovering. He did a lot of sleeping, which gave me a lot of time to make Beyblade videos outside on the front porch.
Real.
So that was that's how we really started making content. But again, this is when the uploader was like very different. It was its own page, which I remember my brother came over and made a joke to his girlfriend that she should refresh it, and then she did. So I lost all my progress of it was uploaded and was going to be scheduled. Because again, this is like now all the things. Are you sure you want to close this tab or reload? Back it was 2012, so they didn't have all that pop-ups that said it. It was just like, see ya. Like now, there's gonna be a pop-up, and you have to click a box, then you got to click OK. You want to close a tab, like
basically.
Then it was like, see ya. So she refreshed it on me. I remember that, but yeah, it was just so different because you could upload one video at a time in a box. Its own page. It looked way worse than it does now. Basically. But at the time I thought that I was killing it in my little tiny brain by uploading on multiple different pages. But all I was doing was slowing down all the videos.
It's good.
Not a shit computer, but a shit internet.
That's good.
Like, I had a shitty Windows laptop that was struggling to exist.
For real.
On our, 100 megabyte internet. Now we're up to a gigabyte and everything just flies up.
Mm-hmm.
Back then it was struggle. I would sit there and just upload for the whole day. But yeah, the videos would just go out and there'd just be random stuff. And then that was all of 2012, 2013. We moved to this house in the end of 2013 and I stopped doing Beyblade content and didn't return to Beyblade content until 2023. But we then switched to doing stuff talking about cars for a year. That was a whole big thing. We had cars, we had RC cars, those types of things. That was kind of the next direction with that. A little bit talking about some NASCAR stuff here and there. And throughout that whole time, even in 2012, 2013, I had an interest in doing gaming videos. Slightly. It was, again, gaming videos were a new concept at that point. Again, I started doing YouTube a year after monetization was even a thing on YouTube. I'm out here. I'm a YouTube veteran now. But it was definitely an interesting time to switch between all this stuff. But again, doing gaming content was definitely interesting because it was me recording the TV with a camera. That was the beginning of my gaming content.
Yeah.
2014, a little bit of 2015. You've seen some of them.
Yeah.
2015, things changed. Got a PS4. When says you should live stream. So you could, again, live stream, and you can obviously record videos on PlayStation. So I live streamed, and that sort of became the process from 2015 to 2020 was screen record, or not screen record, live stream just on Twitch, just kind of on the channel, didn't promote it, and that's how I recorded. Then I downloaded the file and I put it to YouTube. In that time, we had an interest in Overwatch League for a while. Did a lot of content on Overwatch League, predicting matches, talking about games, ranking teams. That was good. And then we had a lot of just me talking about things. Also going back a little bit earlier into 2015, we had Wen and we had my friend Trayvon as well. We did a lot of just bullshitting around content. Who could eat the most chicken? Wen and Trayvon fighting each other in the living room. They would just tackle each other to the ground. While I was eating the cheese puff things.
Good.
The ones in the container.
The cheese balls?
Yeah, the cheese balls in there. I'm just munching on those while they're tagging each other to the ground.
We're just standing there.
Basically. And I was just judging who won the round. I just gave them each wins. That way they keep fighting for longer. But yeah, it was that sort of stuff. And 2016, we started something called the GTA Race Playlist. Wen and I did that for a long time. 2020 was when things sort of changed with the channel. I was able to get a capture card and sort of upgrade some of the stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna upgrade the content. I had extra like money from COVID, like getting paid while you didn't have a job type stuff, and I was able to buy a capture card, bought a microphone, got the computer set up. Basically, the computer was like that I used was my parents, so I kind of bought that from them. Bought them a new computer, kind of deal. So that's how I got that computer, got everything I needed, and then we kind of started cooking. Wen and I had our first time of issues with each other in 2020, so we didn't talk to each other for basically 6 months. So it was really me doing solo content, and then my brother moved in 2020, so I really didn't focus on content much in 2021. That was one of the least viewed years of content in general. I really didn't do much. 2022, Wen and I really started getting back into gaming together. We started in 2021, kind of fixed some things, but 2022 we really got back to making content, going with shorts. In 2023, we saw a massive spike in viewers and everything from doing YouTube shorts. So 2023 is like the high point of the channel. 2024, very similar. A lot of changes in 2024. And that's really when we're going to start to discuss what's changed with the channel. Because obviously we built it all up. But what's different in the last 12 months? So to start off, to begin with January, when said he's not making content. And I didn't really know what to do at that point. Because again, we kind of had a lot of things planned out, a lot of series, live streams, playing GTA in 3 series. Gran Turismo was a game we were playing all the time. So, like, I didn't know what to do. So February was very much exploring how to change things and shaking things up. Now, Jonathan had joined content at the end of 2023, just kind of as a feeling out content. We did golf with friends, like farming simulator. Just kind of feel out the content. We knew each other at work, but, like, it's a different environment, obviously, when you're just playing video games with somebody. So, like, it definitely was, like, we knew each other at work, but then becoming more, like, you know, really friends at that point. You kind of seen it on camera, honestly. It was kind of interesting. Because, like, we knew each other, but we didn't really talk much outside of work before he started doing content. So, we did a little bit, but not, like, that much. Now, I mean, we message each other every day. So, he joined the content in March. It was like, okay, Wen's not coming back. Let's keep the race playlist alive. Because, again, the race playlist had been from 2016. It made it through everything. The only, like, old content that's still here. Like, just keep it going. Obviously, different forms, but keep it going. So we did that, and then Wen's like, I want to come back to content. So we sort of divided up things with doing one day with Wen, one day with Jonathan and Wen together, which was cool. And then we had one day that was just Jonathan. So that's kind of the way that it went for a while. And then along the lines of that, with Wen leaving, I said, I'm going to branch out the content. So we went and did more other things, basically. We had uploading content on X. That was new. I tried some things with TikTok with shorts. A lot of the YouTube shorts that we have are on TikTok, the ones from 2022 and 2023. But uploading to TikTok was a bitch. Not that it isn't on X, but, like,
It's probably easier to upload to TikTok now.
No. I looked recently.
Never mind.
Uploading to TikTok's annoying because you have to upload. If you want to schedule ahead, you have to upload it from the computer.
Bruh.
But to get it into the vertical format, you have to have it on your phone. So you have to go take it to your phone, edit it, because I don't have an editor for it. Like, iMovie won't do it. I'm not paying for an editor.
Yeah.
So if you're, like, you have to do it that way, and it's such a process, and you can only schedule 10 days ahead. And as you know, some of our content is scheduled a month ahead, especially in shorts, because we only do one per video each day. So, I mean, some of our NASCAR ones or GTA ones go a month. So, like, it's a bitch. So that's why I stopped doing that. But either way, we went to X because YouTube took one of the videos down that I had that was really not... Like, nobody said anything wild. It was literally a joke in 2018 saying I hate men as a joke. And YouTube took that video down and they said, no, your reasoning is incorrect. Your video's taken down. So at that point, I was like, I'm going to upload everything to X. So that way it's just... It will exist because X isn't going to take it down for saying I hate men. Because they're not cringe like that. So we started uploading on X, started having a website, actually made an official business. So taking those steps, doing articles, which you can see on, again, epicw.net or on X. So everything kind of built together. And all of that throughout the year. I was like, we're cooking, the brand's cooking, everything's going well. And then, what?
Nothing.
What? Why are you smiling?
You just said, and then.
And then it comes to the middle of August in 2024. Now, I need you to sit up for this part. Come here.
Why?
What happened in the middle of
know.
August in 2024?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I worked.
What happened one day you were at work?
I spoke.
To who?
You.
And then what happened?
You.
What happened after that?
We talked more.
Wow. You're so funny.
We talked more, and then we played Minecraft together.
And then what?
Confirm rumors. In the parking lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Got it.
That's it? Nothing else happened?
I started Mid-Continent.
Now, the same time in August as meeting you was also when we started doing a podcast. So Jonathan and I started doing a podcast, and I believe the third episode is me talking about Emily and, like, our first date. So, like, I think the first episode of the podcast went out, like, the day or two, like, before we started talking. Like, that day.
Real.
So, the podcast went out, met Emily, and I kind of was just, like, super locked in to talking to her and spending all my time playing with her. So, it's interesting to look at, like, the views and the content and to see just a drop in, like, all of it in August.
You're welcome.
So, we spent August, or mainly September, together, really just, like, that was the focus. So, mid-October, it was like, okay, we got to get back into doing content. So, we kind of changed things up a bit, changed up the race playlist, and we started cooking for about 2 weeks. And then, Wan decides to move. So then he's not part of the content, so then it kind of changes up things a little bit again. It wasn't drastic, it was more just he didn't appear in the video series, but it definitely, I feel, affected the content. To be like, all right, we're launching, we got 4 people now. Oh, really, we got 3. That changed our shift in the race playlist, obviously. I'd done so much GTA. Jonathan's kind of whatever on racing in it. Emily doesn't have any modified cars, so we're kind of just like, you know, whatever. On continuing to race in that series, but I didn't want it to stop, so we changed things up with that going into January, February, whatever it was. Wen made a 1 week return and then was gone again.
Yeah.
And then going into I believe it was beginning of March, we made the decision for you to do content more.
Yeah.
So Emily's really doing all the solo content. Let her cook. We also have live streams we started doing in January. Every week we don't have a live stream except for 1 week.
Yeah.
So live stream every week has been good. We've done a lot of cool content. I'm very excited to see where things kind of progress through 2025 with the brand and with, all the stuff that we have planned. My project, whatever the hell I called it, 647. Kind of doing those types of videos that are going to be more in depth and planned out and things like that. I'm just very excited for the stuff that we have going on. I think that we have to look at how the channel's progressing view-wise and subscriber-wise, if it's doing better or worse than 2024. That's the main thing, is the comparison to that. You have to have a better year than 2024 because there was so much change. But ultimately, if we can get a better year than 2025 or 2023 in 2025, that would be goated. Thinking of doing 13 years of content is weird to say that I'm here after 13 years. I thought at one point 10 years is kind of going to be the end. I was thinking 2022 might be when we're done. But in 2022, I really found another level and enjoyment in it, and seeing success that I kind of was looking for. Obviously we're not making money on videos, and we're not making, whatever like that. But seeing people actually watch and interact in 2023 really kept me like, okay, I want to keep doing this. Obviously having Emily here to help with the content and be part of the content, whether it's recording when I'm at work or editing, uploading, all that stuff. I can really focus on scheduling and kind of designing some of the other stuff outside of purely content creation for what I want the brand to be. And obviously people might look at it and say, you've done YouTube for 13 years and you have 2,000 subscribers, and be like, bruh, what are you doing? But I look at it by the different eras of content and kind of see what I was doing. And I don't really think of it as, I've been here for 13 years, what am I doing? It's more like, in my mind, 2022 to now is really what matters. Because I think that you can't look what somebody did when they were 13 and say, why didn't you pop off? Sure, you have kids that get popular on the internet for, like, saying stupid shit in a store or, like, posting something dumb. That's just, like, it's funny. But I wasn't really going for that. I was doing Beyblade videos. So, it was that, and then, okay, I didn't know how to make a video properly, so let's record the TV screen with the camera. Obviously not going to pop off. And my recording method of downloading a shitty file from Twitch that's, like, super, like, not high quality isn't going to do well. And putting stupid titles and not having a thumbnail, like, I think all those things were not good. 2020 things changed a little bit, but then I'd stopped doing content almost in 2021. So then to come back and look at where things are with the brand and where things are with who's involved and everything. We got a good team. There's 4 of us most of the time. There's 3 of us. But there are 4 of us, right? When Wen gets back to doing more content, like, he has his own videos that he's going to send me and we're going to upload like we've been doing. Emily's doing a bunch of content. I do my content. Jonathan's here mainly like in the streams and stuff. I told him if he wants to upload videos, he can, but he's not really in the video as much as more in to live streaming and stuff. He's doing it on his own. But it's just one of those things, like, we have a good group of people for the brand. We can make it successful. And I'm not looking at, like, 13 years, why are you at where you're at? We've been here for, a few years of knowing what I'm doing. And realistically, as a group, we've been making content together for 5-6 months. As what the group's at now. And even then, it hasn't really been the full group because Wen hasn't been here. So, like, what can we do as a full group? Like, I know those videos that we have done together, the few times that we have all done stuff together, have been ridiculous. And I think that the most recent time that we played with Wen went pretty well. As a group, I think we all had fun. So, like, I know we can do better things. And again, see what happens. Like, I'm not sitting here thinking negatively on having 13 years. I know you definitely can if you look at it and say you haven't had success after 13 years. But it's like anything like that, you never know. I mean, you can do something for a long time. And there's a lot of people that do, different sports, and it takes them a long time before they get good at it. Obviously, like, I'm very much into watching racing, watching NASCAR, and seeing drivers that maybe, like, it took them a long time for them to get to a spot where they win or get to the spot where they're in a good team, right? Not everybody just jumps up and they're in a top team right away, right? Some people have to spend years in trucks and Xfinity in the back of the field to kind of grind their way up. I mean, look at someone like Ross Chastain. He was racing since, like, 2011 and didn't get into a top NASCAR team until, like, 2021.
Basically.
So, it takes the time you got to grind to do it. You're not always just going to upload and find success.
Sha.
I mean, you see it with music. There's people that will end up, like, writing songs and, like, performing in, like, these small places, and, like, all of a sudden, boom. But they could have had 3 or 4 albums out before anybody knows about them.
Real.
Which, that's a reference you should know about. You're a big music enjoyer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that same type of thing. Who knows? Right? We learn more. We get better. I'm not sitting here saying that's 13 years. Why are we not doing good? It's 13 years, but we also have that experience, that knowledge of what we're doing. And again, it's not like I started YouTube videos when I'm 25 and it's been 13 years of why am I not doing it. I started doing YouTube videos when I was 13. Like, I'm 26 this time. We got at least 3 years.
Yeah?
No, we got like 4. Once you hit 30 on the internet, it's over. So I got like 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am retiring.
Okay.
When I hit 30, that'll be my last YouTube video.
Sure.
What?
Nothing.
What do you want to say on this? The future of the channel, the last year.
Yep.
Everything you've seen about the channel, what you're like. Listen, the first thing you messaged me on PlayStation message. Because I didn't get her number the first day. We messaged on PlayStation. I was going to ask her for her number. I was like, I think she's into me, but I don't know. I don't want to be like, let me get your number.
Give me your digits, girl.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not built like that. So I'm
not either. That's why I asked to play iMessage games.
Yeah. The first thing that you messaged me was, help me with my YouTube video and how much money do you make on YouTube, because you're curious.
You're welcome.
So, like, she was interested in YouTube from at the beginning. Again, that's how I knew she was the one for me, because any woman that I talked to about doing YouTube or my brand, they're just like, what? And she's like, I want to know everything. That first day that we talked, again, when I say first day, the day we talked for like hours. We had interactions for 5 minutes. But the day that we really talked to each other was like, this is my website. Go look at it. And then I went away because I had to do some work. Surprisingly. I did do work that night.
Wow.
I went and did some work and I came back. I'm gonna look at it. She's like, yeah, I looked at it all. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I didn't expect that. So she'd be like, yeah, no, I'll look at it later. That's the response I expected. So yeah, I'll look at it when I get home. As like a, you can fuck off, I don't care. Not a, yeah, I looked at it all. But again, that was the first thing he messaged me was like, about YouTube. So I was like, nah, she's the one. But what are you gonna say about the future, the brand and the channel? How you feel about it? You are legally an owner of the brand. You are legally listed as an owner.
Yup.
You like getting put on the spot with some videos, don't you?
No.
You've had how long?
No.
30 minutes. You had to expect this to be coming. You know how these videos go. I talk for like an hour and then you get a minute of input in the end.
Yeah, I know. And I don't. Yep.
What you gotta say? Take center stage.
No, I don't want to. We do a good job.
You don't like the sets of videos, do you?
No. No, I don't.
Why not?
No.
Look at the camera. Tell them why you don't like them.
No. No, I feel like I have a giant spotlight on my head.
You had 30 minutes to sit here and not say anything.
Wow. No. We're like $8 away from YouTube money. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We're $8 away from YouTube money, guys. That's what she wants to. That's what she wants you guys to know.
We do a good job.
We will be getting a payout within the next month.
We do a good job.
Yeah.
20 million videos on the way. You're welcome.
We have 20 million videos on the way?
Yep.
Why are you looking up that way?
It's nice. Haven't looked at it before. Like, I don't... No. Good.
I love you.
I love you.
Bruh. It's just a little bit of prime, bruh. Do you taste the watermelon?
No.
Come here. Come taste the watermelon. Hold up. Wait.
No. Stop. Okay, goodbye, YouTube.
Come here. Give me a kiss.
No. Okay, goodbye, YouTube.
Whoa, who said we're leaving? We got more to talk about.
No, we don't. That was end.
You don't have anything else you want to add?
Live stream Monday.
Every Monday, live stream. Be there. Follow on X if you're not. Follow on... Subscribe on YouTube if you're not. If you're on the opposite platform, go to the opposite platform and platform there. I'm saying if you're watching on X, go to YouTube.
Smash the like button and subscribe.
EpiccW.net, get some merch. We have high quality merch like something.
If it don't work, stick it in our mouth.
Yep. Milk Mountain's a good one.
Sweet Home Alabama. The wide one. When did 9/11?
I don't think that's one of them.
Jonathan Concrete Guy. Yep.
That's gonna be a shirt, Jonathan Concrete Guy. Oh my god.
I have the perfect image for you to put on that shirt.
I'm thinking though, it could be like just a bright green shirt. You know what the people do, like the contractors. It just says Jonathan Concrete Guy, and the back says, I don't know, if you need your concrete moved, call Jonathan for a good time.
You need to put this picture. Jonathan Concrete Guy.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Alright. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next year for year 14.